Your journey to becoming a Templar starts long before you ever pick up a sword. Born into a noble family, you are likely the second or third son, which means you won't inherit land or wealth. From an early age, you're inspired by stories of the Crusades and the Holy Land, which spark your desire to serve and shape your future path. As a boy, you serve as a page in a noble household, learning discipline, horseback riding, and basic combat skills. By your teenage years, you become a squire, assisting a knight, and refining your abilities with weapons. But your ambition goes beyond knighthood. You wish to join the Templars, warrior monks who defend pilgrims and holy sites. Once you graduate to a knight, you visit a local Templar chapter and declare your intention to join. A senior member called the Receptor speaks with you to understand your character and past. After initial screening, the brothers of the chapter evaluate your dedication and faith. Due to your noble birth, once accepted into the order, you will become a knight brother. But the order does not turn down people from other backgrounds. Candidates of non-noble birth can aspire to become sergeants, creating the bulk of the order and fulfilling various roles within it. On the other hand, the ordained candidates would become chaplains, caring for the spiritual aspect of the order. Before making your vows, you surrender your belongings and spend time at the local chapter, living among the brothers. Here you perform essential tasks like managing supplies, maintaining the chapter house, and assisting with administrative duties. You also participate in daily prayers and communal meals, which reinforce your bond with the community. This period tests your resolve as you follow the strict rules of the order, known as the Latin Rule, which governs every aspect of your conduct and ensures your readiness for the challenges ahead. These rules govern every part of your life, from prayer and meals to your conduct with others. The Latin Rule is not just a guide, it is the backbone of the order, ensuring unity and discipline among its members. After high-ranking chapter brothers decide you are ready, you take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, and receive the Templar Knight's white mantle with the red cross, which marks the start of your new life as a warrior monk dedicated to God's service. As a full-fledged Templar Knight, in peacetime, most of your days are spent on prayer, following the rule of 7 canonical hours, which are fixed amounts of time dedicated to prayer. Meals are eaten 2 to 3 times a day, and in pairs to ensure that no brother fasts without permission, keeping the force ready for battle. If you are not eating or praying, you are working, either assisting in monastic life or serving the local community. Training your combat skills is an ongoing priority, and group drills are held regularly. You master swordsmanship, lance techniques, and horseback combat. Teamwork is key, as you and your brethren learn to fight as a unified force, using well-practiced formations to outmaneuver enemies. Over time, news of conflict brewing in the Holy Land arrives, and preparations for deployment begin. You and your brothers intensify your training, knowing that you may soon be called to defend the faith on foreign soil. The day comes when you are summoned by the Grand Master alongside your brothers to fulfill your oaths. Members of your chapter travel to the Holy Land with other European armies rallied by the common cause. The journey is arduous, filled with prayers and shared stories that strengthen your resolve. When you arrive in the Holy Land, your mission shifts to active duty. Initially dedicated to protecting pilgrims, the Templar Order has evolved beyond that, becoming a major force in military campaigns, this time being no exception. On the battlefield, your role is clear. As heavy cavalry, you and your fellow knight brothers are the spearhead of any major assault. Your disciplined charges break enemy lines, demonstrating the strength of your training and coordination. However, not all Templars fight. Many serve in essential support roles, managing estates belonging to crusading nobles, overseeing army finances, and operating an extensive network of early banking systems. These efforts fund the Order's charitable and military campaigns, ensuring knights are well-equipped, armies supplied, and common folk taken care of. Beyond the battlefield, your responsibilities still extend to protecting pilgrims. You escort travelers through treacherous routes, facing bandits and hostile forces on occasion, but in most cases, your presence is enough to discourage most opportunists. This mission is not just about protecting the faithful. It is a sacred duty that reaffirms your commitment to the Templar ideals. With time, nobles and rulers entrust your order with castles and fortifications, enabling you to secure critical strategic points and withstand enemy sieges, while more and more men of noble birth flock to your order. Despite the fact that every member of your order does not possess material wealth, the wealth of the order as a whole increases. Whether maintaining fortresses, engaging in combat, or supporting the order's logistical needs, your life as a Templar embodies both martial excellence and unwavering faith, forging a legacy of discipline and service. With time, your role within the organization gets more clear. Whether you are a gifted cavalryman, a clerk, a leader, tactician, or a social worker, you find fulfillment and accomplishment within it. After a lifetime of service, your time as a Templar may end in different ways. For some, it is a heroic death on the battlefield, fighting valiantly for your faith. For others, the wear of injuries or the passage of age forces them to retire to a monastery. Even in retirement, you remain committed to prayer and reflection, spending your remaining days in quiet service to God. The bonds forged with your brothers endure, providing solace and strength. As you reflect on your years of service, you feel pride in upholding the ideals of faith, discipline, and sacrifice that defined the Templar Order. Yet, the greatest threat to the Templars is not found on the battlefield, but in the courts of envious and powerful rulers. Over the years, the Order has supported numerous kings and princes, often through significant donations and political alliances. One such ruler, King Philip IV of France, deeply indebted to the Templars, sees an opportunity to erase his debts and seize their wealth. Accusations of heresy, blasphemy, and corruption are leveled against the Order, charges fabricated as a means to dismantle its power and claim its assets. The trials that follow are brutal. Many brothers are arrested and subjected to torture, forced into false confessions to justify the king's ambitions. The proud and disciplined order is systematically dismantled. Lands and wealth, once used to support the crusades and charitable missions, are seized and redistributed. Some to other military orders, like the Hospitallers, others to fill the coffers of the crown. While many Templars face execution or imprisonment, others are forced to return to secular life, struggling to adapt to a world without the structure and purpose the order once provided. By 1312, the Templar Order is officially dissolved by decree of the Pope, marking the end of an era. Despite this tragic conclusion, the legacy of the Templars endures. Their contributions to faith, charity, and military history inspire countless generations. Even in the face of betrayal and injustice, the ideals of the Templar Knights as warriors of God live on, immortalized in history and legend. Hi all, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I encourage you to check other videos from this series. Also make sure to like and subscribe to help me reach more people. With the end of 2024, I wish you all the best in the upcoming year, and hopefully, we'll be seeing each other very soon. Take care and Happy New Year.